What's up, YouTube? This is Cthulhu Spawn here, and today I'm gonna do a small rant, a little one on possibly one of the greatest comic book characters in history. One of the greatest, and I love this comic to death. It's called, if you know it, Green Lantern. I love the character. It's just one of those. He's one of those characters that I think most people who don't read comic books wouldn't really know, but people who have would know about. So yeah. So for those who don't know who the Green Lantern is, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a history on him. Green Lantern is basically a what I call a he well, just the history of the Green Lantern Corps itself. The Green Lantern Corps was created by these beings called the Guardians of the Universe, and they wanted to protect the universe, obviously. So they created the Green Lanterns, and their rings are fueled by will. So anything that they can imagine, their ring can duplicate. If they want to make a person, they duplicate it. If they want to make a gun, they can do that. But they have strict rules, so that they can't kill. But as you'll soon later, as I talk more about it, you'll know. There has been many Green Lanterns, but there's the few that I'm talking about is really the main focus of the story. Really, there's Hal Jordan. He is possibly one of the greatest Green Lanterns of all time. He's the guy who was there when Infinite Crisis Crisis on Infinite Earths. He was the guy who was one of the founding members of the Justice League. He was really a very important character in the DCU, but I didn't get enough attention really until it was right after Death of Superman, that Mongol and the cyborg Superman decided to go and destroy a city and killed everybody there. He went crazy and he destroyed the Green Lantern Corps for a while until another guy named Kyle Rayner took up the name of Green Lantern for many years and is still Green Lantern. Now, Hal Jordan came back from the dead from possibly one of the greatest comic books I've ever read. Green Lantern Rebirth. A beautiful book. It's so good. I can talk about it all day. It's such a great book, and it really explains a lot of the stuff of the Green Lantern mythos, like what powers the rings, why was their weakness yellow, why did Hal Jordan go crazy and destroy the Corps? Well, he destroyed it because he kind of let his guard down and let this evil living embodiment of fear called, I think, Phalanx or Parallax. I can't even really say his name, but if you know, you'll know what I'm talking about. But he lets it into him. He goes into the place where he wouldn't least expect it, where Hal Jordan cannot see where evil is inside himself. And how Kyle Rayner and a bunch of former Lanterns like John Stewart and Guy Gardner and Quag, who is I think that's his name. I can't really say it right. Sorry, guys. I can't say alien names good. But they free him from it, and he becomes a Green Lantern again. Okay, that's cool. And now Sinestro, who is a very big enemy of the Green Lantern Corps, who used to be a Green Lantern, is now a renegade, now is the leader of his own corps, the Sinestro Corps, which it wields another emotion, fear. And they had a war, the Sinestro Corps War, which was a really good comic. Probably the only comic that was worth buying like a year or two ago, in my opinion. But the set, just this, that's basically sort of the history over it. Now, why am I talking about Green Lantern? Well, I heard that they were going to do a movie. That they were going to do a movie to really go with the Justice League movie that they're going to do, or hopefully do. I really don't know. But I hope that they do it. I hope they do the Green Lantern movie, because the source material is just begging to be made. It's like Star Wars mixed with superheroes. Box office gold instantly. So, as you can see, I am a fan of Green Lantern, and I have to say, after seeing stuff like Batman, Rest in Peace, and Final Crisis, it's really the only DC book worth reading. The new installment, Blackest Night, which is going to be very big. The Undead Lanterns are going to come, so I really would stay tuned for that series. And also, it's the only series I would get into in DC right now. The only other one would probably be Flash. The new Flash comic is great, but anyway, this has been Cthulhu Spawn. I hope you like my video, my little rant about Green Lantern and its history and my thoughts about it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.